And what's happening right now is that Jenny Morris is in the kitchen for the first installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling. Okay. Even Jenny got involved in that one. I absolutely love it. Well, we're going to get into the first recipe out of 3. We've got a starter with a salad, and then we move on to some pork chops and then some lamb chops. The meat is coming our way, but for now, I'm so excited to get into this with our renowned chef and food personality, Jenny. Jenny, I see you working hard over there with sugar, which I didn't anticipate was going to be part of this dish. So what exactly are we getting into today?
Okay, so we're going to make some...
We
are going to make some lovely caramelized nuts. You get the nuts in there and you stir, darling.
Okay, I
you
get
stir,
all of them in.
All of them in, and you just keep stirring. In the meantime, what I've done is I've taken some of these beautiful stone fruits, nectarines.
Okay.
And I'm going to just really, literally just whack them onto a very hot griddle because I want to get some color.
Okay, and the lines on them, right?
You want the lines, and the thing is you don't want to overcook them.
Yeah.
These are nice and firm, so they can take a little bit of time on the stove.
So is it better to use the firmer nectarines when doing this?
Any kind of stone fruit if you're going to grill it.
Yeah.
I've often seen people do it outside on the fire, you know.
Oh.
So you don't want them collapsing, even though I don't mind if they collapse, because when that heat gets to those fruities, baby.
The juice of it really just comes out.
Absolutely.
Now, could you use other nuts instead of pecans, or why did you choose?
I love pecan. Pecan, you know, the beauty about a nectarine, it loves any nut. It loves me. But you can use any nut. Almonds are really nice because actually, I don't know if you've ever eaten the seed of a peach or a... As a kid, well, no, I believe you're not supposed to, but they taste like almonds.
Oh, wow. Could you bite into it? Could you like,
geez. We used to break them open and just...
That's crazy.
try
I love that you don't leave anything uneaten.
No.
The whole fruit goes in.
Absolutely.
Now, this smells so good at the moment.
Isn't it lovely? I have made some up front. But the important thing here is to just let that sugar and the butter start to caramelize.
Lovely.
And then we're going to pop a little bit of salt. You can turn it up. Yeah. It's very important to keep watching it.
In case it burns.
Because once it burns, it's too late.
Yeah, too late to apologize.
Too late to cry. So I'm going to just grab this lot out. And you can give me this. Yes, I can use that.
Oh, look at those lines.
Lovely, huh? Look at that.
Wow.
And there's such a natural caramelization that happens here because of the natural sugars.
Beautiful. So other stone fruit include, I'm going to go for it, peaches.
Plums.
Oh,
yes.
These are nectarines.
These are nectarines.
How about a lychee?
A lychee is definitely not a stone fruit, but if I was asked what fruit I'd like to come back to earth as, I'd be a lychee, and I won't tell you why.
Tell me why.
This is a breakfast show.
I want to know, Jenny. Okay, we'll leave it at that. It is delicious, though, so I definitely see that for you.
Okay, so we have these lovely summer flavors. I've got this gorgeous. Just look at that. It's lovely fresh basil.
Yes, these are my favorite kind of leaves. Rockets, the pepperiness.
Yes, pepperiness. You see, you're getting the drift here, my gal.
I love a salad.
Yeah, me too.
I was at a place on Clove Street this past week, and they had a stone fruit salad, and I was like, stone fruit? Yeah. And this kind of introduced me to the concept of adding nectarines, or maybe it was peaches, into a salad.
You know what? They are so versatile. You can add them to anything. Now, what I'm doing here is just letting it just gather, because this, darling, is a burrata.
This is what we're into.
Yeah, she's the one.
Okay, these are?
These are little baby ones.
Okay.
Which they're for you, the big ones for me.
Yeah, I don't think I could handle the big one. Okay.
Really? And I love to look at this. I just love to tear it open. And I'm going to also just take a couple of fresh ones.
Yeah.
So that we have this. Yeah, you're going to pop that off.
How can you tell the difference between the different stone fruit? Is it just kind of like the taste, or?
Well, they're all different.
Yeah.
It's like it's like having a banana and an apple. Having a peach.
Sometimes I stand there and I don't know what is what. A peach. This is a nectarine.
Yes, that's a nectarine. Okay. And there's the peach. There's that beautiful...
Oh, it's got the furry on it.
Yes, it's got the furry on it.
Yeah.
And now what I want to do is a little bit of chili.
Nice.
And a little bit of chili. There's the nuts.
Yes.
Pass Mama the nuts.
I'll pass you the nuts.
And we're going to just give them a quick little rough chop, although, you know, I like big.
Yeah, you might as well just go,
Yeah,
go
you hang on
into
to
it.
that.
Yeah, thank you. Can I try one?
Of course you can. Look here, we're going to just let them be all sticky all over. Look
Ooh.
at that. They're nice and sticky, and then I will just
Sticky
chop
nuts,
a few
yum.
of the other little ones and some olive oil. Have a look at that. Just
Is it chili on here or is it from the chili on your fingers? Because something's spicy here.
It's me.
It's really nice.
And then I'm going to just take another little drop of that. I'm going to feed you, so wait already. They're impatient.
That was a
these
drum roll
children.
for you, just to say you're doing good.
Ba, 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 ba. Here comes my kolchat perski. And there we go, darling. And just a few more of these little babies.
More is more,
Yes,
Jenny.
More is more, darling. Look at this. And this. We might even give our floor manager a little bite.
Can I ask you, is this for one or do I have to share?
It's for us.
It's for us, just the two of us. Okay, let's try it out.
Yes.
There's a spoon here. There's a spoon there.
Oh, there's a spoon.
How does one even start?
Do you know what? I would use my fingers.
Oh, use your fingers. Show me the way. Show me the way.
You just tear it.
Okay.
Tear it.
And then add a little bit of everything.
And you grab
little
and you
nuts,
grab a little one
little
of these.
everything, little basil.
This brings me back to that farm where everything was just so delicious and lush and tasty.
And fresh.
You like
10 out of 10. This is my kind of
11.
meal. 25 out of 10. ExpressoShow.com is where you get this, and you want to get this. It is so good, Jenny, please. That was the first installment of our Culinary Hotline Bling. 2 more coming your way as we continue eating this.
Ding, ding.
Let me try the peach.
It's good.
Okay, let me get it out the way. I want to hear that bass again. It is welcome back to the Culinary Hotline Bling. Ting, ting, ting. Oh, I'm here for that. And we are here for stone fruit today. We whipped up the most beautiful nectarine and burrata, which is a soft kind of top of the top mozzarella cheese. That salad looks great. Let's chase it now with some pork, some noodles, and some Asian-inspired flavors. And of course, the hero, which is not often the case, the fruit. I love how diverse this is, and I love the fact that you are the one at the helm today. So where do we begin, Miss Morris?
So, darling, we're going to begin with these are just little pork rashers. A little goes a long way, believe it or not.
Oh, and think of all the flavour in that.
Yes.
Fat.
Look at that. So we're going to just stir this.
What did you do? Is it just finely chopping it up? How did you get it to this consistency?
Okay. I'm going to talk you through this
You
while
get
it
your
cooks.
morning anger out on that little rasher.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so what I've done here is I've taken some ginger and some garlic and some corn flour.
Okay.
So because what happens with the corn flour, it velvets the meat because it's very thinly sliced.
Okay, so you're going to get that beautiful crispy,
Yes,
crispy
absolutely.
Lovely. And I suppose you've got the fats to play with, so it's not just flavour, but it's going to give you a beautiful crunch, a great
lovely
mouthfeel,
crunch.
if you will.
Absolutely. So while this does its thing, I'm going to do a little bit of slicing of some spring onion.
Okay, because this, I think when you look at the Asian flavour palette, you get a lot of flavour in a very little amount because of the balance.
The balance.
And that, I think, is key to getting this right. So let's start there. How do you approach balancing out the flavours in a meal like this? Because pork rashers with that fat is going to come with a punch.
It comes very, very rich. It's rich. But we have the saltiness and we have the sweetness, but we have the nectarine, which has a lovely bit of acidity.
Aha, you see, it's got
the sweet,
some
the
sugar,
sour,
but it's
and
got
the
the
salty.
acidity
Yes.
as well.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you. Do you want some heat?
I want the heat.
Oh my
I
goodness.
expect the heat when Jenny Morris is in the kitchen, girl.
We're gonna die. Okay, so have a look here, G.
Oh, wow.
It's coming along really, really nicely.
You're going to change everybody's stir-fry technique now. You realise that, working with the pork, eh? Only Jenny Morris could set a new standard.
There we go.
Oh, the smells
this
coming out
already
of
is
there.
seasoned with salt and pepper. I've used some lovely white pepper. Now what I want to do is I want to bring the salty element into it and sticky.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go first with the honey. It's going to be sticky and delicious, and I'm telling you, your palate's going to dance.
It's unctuous, as Mr. Wasty would say.
Yes.
An unctuous pour.
Unctuous.
Look at that.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Now, look at that.
At least we're not standing outside in 40-degree heat trying to make a salmon salad, Hazel.
You
wanted the heat.
I love the heat. There we go. Some coriander, some basil. What we're going to do with the basil is we're going to rip it up. Can you put this into your hot little hand and hurt it?
Oh, man. Would you call this muddling, ripping, tearing?
I'm calling it muddling. I'd be doing that. I want you to tear it.
Just tear it up.
Tear it,
And
because
what does
smell.
this do?
Just smell. You're
Oh, there we
releasing
go.
all
It
those beautiful
releases
oils.
everything.
Look at this.
And I like the fact that it adds kind of a bit of a fresh herbaceousness as well.
Now, if I didn't have this rotator cuff thing, I'd be tossing.
Oh.
But she can't.
You get cooking injuries, okay?
Yes, you do. No, you do. Chefs do.
Can I give it a go?
Yes.
Can you show me the technique
Yes.
and I'll give it a...
What I want you to do is just
Wow.
forward and back, okay? That's it. Up. Up and away.
Olé.
That,
Yep.
oh, he's such a tosser. I love it. Look at you. He's fantastic.
I feel like
love
you
it.
all set me up
I
for that.
love
This
it.
whole exercise was just a setup.
Look at
Shush,
his
Ryle.
beautiful
Shush your
nectarine.
mouth, son.
Look at that. Isn't that divine? Look at that. No, I couldn't have tossed that better than you because this arm is really broken.
Oh, and we love you for being here and putting yourself through the pain. In fact, because he's standing here so keenly, I think we've always known this, my friend. Dude, walk us through that little creation over
Guys,
there, bud.
can I first just start off by saying, like, in the world of stone fruit, Jenny, you still are my favorite peach. Firstly, I have to establish that.
Oh, you just want breakfast.
I just want the good food. But bro, I literally, firstly, from even discovering, and I heard this question earlier, how do you tell the difference between a nectarine, a plum, and a peach? I heard, and from what I discovered, peaches are normally hairy.
Yeah.
Right? So you can tell by the hair on the skin
Yes.
itself, but also on the inside. So you'll get different sort of crunches, you'll get different sort of like
Yeah.
insides and the flavor as well. So
Sorry.
there's a big difference, and especially when you're incorporating it into meals like this, because when Jenny made some of the stuff that she did on the farm, wow, me lady, I was blown away. It was perfect. It
It
was
kept you going at 40-degree heat. Now, I always think
Yeah.
of the peach as the little bum. Looks like the little bums.
Yes.
But for me, the nectarine's got the freshness.
It does. So there's almost like yeah, this is it. This is the sort of difference, right? Think of crispy versus juicy. That's the sort of difference you have on the inside when we're talking about the meat of the fruit. So that's how you can kind of tell it apart. For me, though, what was more astounding was firstly, like we mentioned earlier, seeing the amount of work, how hands-on this is. Literally, every farm worker is hand-picking and selecting each stone
when it's
fruit,
ready.
making sure that he attaches that to his name.
Yeah.
He then has an entire carton that he stands proudly in front of to say, this is what I collected for the day, this is the best of the best, let's send it
And
to
one
the
of them
people.
might be here, dude. One of them might
If
literally
anything,
be
they
here.
are exactly here. And I want to say thank you to not only everyone that's managing the farm, but the workers themselves who are
Absolutely.
slaving through that entire heat.
pride.
The pride that they have. They are so excited to get out there and do this. They know that they are providing good food, good nutrition, and an experience for everybody. And I think that's what's moving them.
Economy. There is so
Yeah.
much. I love that. No kid is going to come home with an empty school box today.
Oh,
You're going
no.
to eat that in the
Definitely
car on the
not.
way home.
Yeah.
So that being said, Jen, how
like
do we
it.
look after this beautiful stone fruit and knowing what's gone into putting it on the table?
You got to just give it all back. Treat it like a lady, tenderly. Hold it in your hot little hand. Don't squeeze it, bite it. Do you know what I'm saying? Keep it nice and firm and fabulous.
You mentioned something, and we spoke about this. I think
Yeah.
when we eat these days, G, we always speak about this. We constantly are living in this fast-paced life, and we just consume and we go, go, go.
Yes. For
sure.
I think we need to take more of a moment to be present while we are eating. It's an
Yes.
entire experience.
Wow.
If we could be
Yes.
more grateful about and think about what it took to
Look
get
at
this to
them.
our plate,
Yes.
the flavor,
Oh.
the
Yes.
taste, everything will be highlighted so
Would you
much
like a little
more.
taste?
Bro, how can I say no after,
Because,
after
I
this
mean,
discussion,
look at
man?
It, it
Wow.
just looks so gorgeous. And
Jenny,
I'm
this
gonna
is what you made earlier, right?
Yes, my darling.
My
put
word,
those
you
there
show
because they
off.
just look so beautiful
Can I
and
steal a fork
amazing.
here quickly?
Can,
Oh,
can.
my word.
Grab a fork that side.
And
All right,
that's-
again, I sit here, and this is an experience that we can maybe practice. Take that moment, be
Front
present.
and center.
Think about everything that's been sourced on your plate, what nutrition is inside of it. We're talking about good nutrients. And
Completely.
think about the experience you're having while you're sharing this with others. So again, don't do it on your own. Have
No.
friends around you, and that's how you create an incredible experience. So
I'm going to have a little taste as
let's
well.
get involved.
So, you know, when Jenny Morris rocks up in studio, you break your fast, yo. That just happens.
He does it fast.
I can guarantee you that I just tucked into what I think is a nectarine. Why? It was juicy.
Yes.
It was juicy on the inside. There was no
Firm.
hairiness on the outside. It had that firmness, not as crunchy as maybe an apricot or something like that.
Yes.
But amazing.
The umami that comes out, despite this being
Yes. Yes.
a fresh
yes,
fruit,
yes. Absolutely.
it is a beautiful savoury experience.
And
it's
I'm happy
gorgeous.
that you said the word savoury, because everybody thinks the fruit is just something you pop into a lunchbox, and it is, because it's good and it's clean and it's healthy and it's fresh. But it's an ingredient. Use it. You know, the season. I've frozen, because I got a couple of boxes of those nectarines on the farm. I bought some. And all I can tell you is I've already frozen them to make tart tartare.
Oh, nice.
And to do this particular thing, they freeze beautifully, and you just add them at the end.
And locally, as South Africans, when something's in season, that means it's made for your body. So this is not just food, but this is medicine, especially as we head into the colder months. We're coming out of summer.
Topping up.
That's probably why fruit exists, is because of winter.
No,
and
no,
because of our
Guys,
need to plug
exactly.
in.
It's abundant. The price is good. And as you say, it is designed to feed your body, to prepare you going forward.
Absolutely.
I can see a lot of jealousy
Carissa.
happening
A lot
there.
of jealousy in the studio. Like Carissa couldn't resist. You got to get involved in this. Listen.
How good is that salad?
Oh, it's amazing.
It's incredible.
I'm glad that you let Jenny help you make the salad. Have you tasted your salad?
I have. The pecans are my favorite part, and the stone fruit, obviously.
Then you've got to try the stir fry, because it is absolutely
Wow.
amazing.
Do you have chopsticks for me? Shall we put me to this?
You want to make
me to the test?
Do we have hot chopsticks? We have about 3,000 chopsticks.
How are your chopstick skills, by the way?
So good.
Okay.
You know that you can tell a person's intelligence by how high up the chopsticks they hold.
How high up did they go?
How high can you
How
go?
high your hand is on the chopstick. You must be very clever, hey? Wow.
Very.
How good is that?
Yeah.
I love that. I would never have put fruits in something like this, but it is so good.
Sweet and savoury fruit just works so well. Think of burrata. You know, it's got those lovely
this is taking us to a point here. So when we want to use a
So
fruit, a
good.
stone fruit,
Yes.
especially the nectarine with all of its inherent qualities, what's the best way to utilize it? What do we have to have in our kind of the back of our mind when cooking with fruit like this?
balance.
Yeah.
For me, it's always about balance. Do you like each other? I don't ever use an ingredient. When I like you all, I love you, my
I
children.
like one of them.
But what I'm saying is the ingredients need to like each other. They need to be compatible, you know. And we don't think out of the box. As I say, we think about just the fruit, bite into it, all that juice runs down your arm. Oh, yes, baby, I love it. But there's more. Jam is more than a sandwich, and a nectarine is more than a fruit.
Oh, I like
I
that.
When we were on that farm as well, in such excruciating heat, what was such a solace and such a sort of a break from it was, we had meat, we had all these like savouries. It was the nectarines and the stone fruits that brought this sort of break. It gave you that freshness, it gave you that citrus vigor, it gave you that feel of summer.
Did you steal
I
fruit
like
from the
that.
farm? I think someone next to themselves.
fruits.
We know that you took a few boxes home with you. Absolutely, you are a genius.
Honestly.
You are a genius.
I'm
The
taking
flavour
this home with me.
combinations, incredible. And there's still one more recipe to come, because this is the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Ting! Ting! We'll see you now. Going in for more.
So yummy.
It is really yummy.
Your wish is our command. At your service, let's bring it on. And as we have already done 2 incredible meals, Jenny Morris, I am so great to be celebrating this final meal with you, especially after we both had that incredible opportunity to go and visit that farm. Amazing stuff. We appreciate this. We know how much work has gone into getting this to our table, so we can enjoy this experience and be present in it, right?
Of course, darling. I'm glad he says we and he said you, but he didn't say me earlier.
You're a special own category. You deserve something so much more different than that. All right, so we're making pork? Or no, this is lamb. We've done pork already.
Let's get the pan on, darling.
All right, pan is on. We're going to get straight into this. So we've got some lamb chops.
We have some lovely lamb chops.
Nice, okay.
I've got some ground cumin.
Okay.
Cumin and nectarine just work so well together.
Is it again that sentiment of balance?
Yes, balance.
Bringing two polarities together to create a beautiful fusion of flavor.
And then I'm going to just turn this over and then just rub them up, you know, in the plate.
Get them on both sides.
Yeah.
So this is interesting for me because I've only ever really worked on a braai or maybe like grilling these, if anything.
Yes.
So I don't know much about adding flavor, adding some of those balanced profiles coming through. So I'm really going to pay attention to this. Again, Mzansi, you got any questions? You got anything you want to know? We are at your service. This is officially one last time the Culinary Hotline. Bling, ting, ting, ting. Live right now. So come through if you got any culinary conundrums. 063-408-8863 is the number to send your voice notes, your messages, or anything that the beautiful Jenny Morris can serve you with. So we're going to pop this on high.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get it nice and hot. I think that's as hot as we can get it, but I like the fact that we're hearing a sear.
Yes, I want to just get the fat.
Is that why you're starting on the fat side?
Yes, on the fat side, just to get that searing. And while that is searing, we're going to go to our beautiful salsa.
Nice.
So once again, just talking about using a nectarine as an ingredient. We all know what to do with fruit. We bite it. But as an ingredient, we've got to find the happy medium. And a lot of people use nectarine in sweet dishes. I love it.
Oh, yeah, that's
in
true.
savoury
That's such a
dishes.
great addition, yeah. I'm always curious as to that timing in terms of what a fruit can do in a dish, because it can stay very crisp and fresh.
Yes.
And on the other extreme, it can go very mushy, almost into like a puree. And then you get everything in between, right?
Exactly. So, you know, like we did that stir fry earlier.
Yes.
It wouldn't have mattered if it went a little bit mushy because of the natural sugars, and you just add a little bit
Actually works with it.
of fresh at the back. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay,
So
so-
outcomes for this one, do we want to keep it fresh in the salsa side?
Yes.
Okay.
So we have red onions, and here's a nice little tip. I always like to add my salt to my onion, and I'm going to put pepper as well, and just stir it so that it starts to sweat, darling,
Oh, okay.
because it releases that lovely onion syrup.
As you
juice.
mentioned that, I can even smell that sort of vapor
Isn't that
coming
gorgeous?
through. Yeah,
It's
that's
beautiful.
amazing. You've like
And-
unlocked the
Yes.
potential of that thing.
And so it almost acts as like a dressing.
Yeah,
We've got this beautiful zest.
nice.
This is stunning.
And again, what I'm seeing here, it's all fresh, zesty, it's all citrusy, it's all
Yes.
like giving me that like sprightliness in my step. You know that? You got that spring
Oh,
in your
yes,
step. I
oh,
think
yes.
it's definitely salsas like this that can do it for you.
He's springing because he wants my lamb chop.
And again,
Chili.
not afraid of your chilies, getting it nice and hot.
You should be afraid of my chili, not me.
No comment on that one. Jenny, just a quick one just to check in with you. Are you happy with what's happening here? Is this all good?
Listen, I can multitask. I'm a girl.
Yeah, I know, but when you're in the
I'm a
kitchen, I can't.
woman.
You steal all my focus.
No.
That's why I have to ask
Look
you.
at that.
Oh, the char is there.
Isn't
The
it
smell
nice?
is incredible. And we're
me.
talking about lamb right now, which has a nice sort of a velvety a feel to it. It's got
Yes.
that groundness to it. It's got that fat, which is giving you the lipid feel. So,
Oh, yes.
all
Um,
these, it's like
yes.
poetry when we're talking about meat.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you're not going to touch those chops because they're going to talk to you. And I will talk to you and say, turn me over, baby. But we're coming back to our nectarine.
So we'll stay away from the chops. Let them do their thing over here
Yes.
while we focus on all the colors, the rainbow coming together here. We've got
Yes.
tomato, onion, garlic, a little bit of zest in there as well. What's that? Coriander?
Oh,
Parsley?
mint.
Mint. Ooh.
Mint and nectarine.
Now you're giving like a mocktail cocktail feels here
Well, there
as
we
well.
go.
Yeah?
We could liquidize this and add something spiritual.
Okay. Again, inspired by, I think, what stone fruits have done today. Because you can add them to a drink, you can add them to food, to
Yes,
meats, to salads.
absolutely.
We've literally just explored like 3 meals today, but yet it's given me inspiration to see that you could almost do anything with this.
All together, baby. Now you can turn them over.
All right, at your service, turning over these beautiful
I'm sure you
pieces of
like
lamb.
yours to be just like medium.
Yeah, medium
don't wanna
rare.
overcook
What's that?
them.
Cameraman, can you guys see this? Are you nuts? That is incredible.
Isn't that
What a
beautiful?
char.
Look at that char in it.
I think this must be the best lamb you've ever made so far, this year at least. Come on.
I'm going to beat him. Yeah, look at that. It's going to be the best lamb you ever tasted in your life.
No, but this is an
that.
amazing creation. It's colors that I'm loving.
Gorgeous.
And it's so much so that the people are getting excited. I believe Geraldine has just come through, send a voice note. Geraldine, what's happening? Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, Expresso family.
Morning.
I'm really enjoying
Hello,
the show with Jenny in the kitchen. Jenny, I would just like to know if I can substitute plums for the nectarines in the salad.
Substituting plums
Thank
for the
you.
nectarine
Yes,
in the
it's
salad.
stone
Can
fruit.
she do that?
Stone fruit, darling, and it's the season. And you know what I love about the plum? It's nice and sour.
So you're saying that literally any stone fruit could actually work in these recipes?
Absolutely.
The recipes we've thrown online at expressoshow.com, again, you could incorporate a peach, nectarine, or plum.
Yes.
I love that. And again, a reminder, Mzansi, if
Absolutely.
you aren't surely aware of What is the difference between them? Again, we were talking about a peach being more of like a hairy outside and then much more of like a crispier inside, whereas your plum and your nectarines have more of a shiny, smooth exterior and then a soft interior with a lot of flavor and variation.
And you get different ones. You get the,
Yeah.
the white one and you get the orange one.
And we had those dessert peaches as well. It was crazy to see the variety that you get in our country as well. So something to look forward to when it comes to inspiring new flavors from a recipe. Something to look forward to when it comes to seasonal cooking.
Yes.
And perfect for fueling with nutrition at the same time.
Totally.
So ticking so many boxes. And now, Jenny Morris, you are officially just showing off. This looks amazing.
Isn't that delicious?
So incredible. I have to taste this. Don't forget, you've got one more on the pan, but let's see if I can just sneak around here, grab a knife and fork.
Yes.
Because I can't not taste this goodness. So let me just see if I can
There's
grab
a
one in
little
here.
bit extra.
Excuse me, Jenny.
That's for my vegetarian
All right.
friends. You can have it on salumi. Your mouth is going to love you. Your palate's going to
with a butter knife and all. I couldn't
Go.
find the sharp one. I'm going to tuck into this. Oh, it's soft. It looks good. Let's see. It can cut indeed. And I'm getting through all the good stuff. You have, perfectly medium rare.
You said
Let's get
you
some of
wanted it like that.
Exactly.
Yummy?
Yummy is an understatement. If you want to salivate and be celebrating inside with happiness, go make this. Go head over to expressoshow.com and stone fruit is officially my hero, along with Jane Morris.
Well,
Thank
there you go. Stuff a picture
Beautifully
with
done.
it.
Okay, this is amazing. Let's eat more.